What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Let's Pray. Hope you're having a blessed and prosperous day, man. What a great game last night. We want to talk about that game last night, man. A lot of people trying to place blame on the 49ers loss. A lot of people saying Jimmy G was at fault. Some people blaming the kicker. But it was a great game, man. One of the most anticipated, one of the most hyped up Monday Night Football games in quite a while. Division rivalry, division battle. 49ers and the Seahawks. You had ex-Seahawk Richard Sherman, who was like the vocal leader of that 49ers defense. Great game, man. A lot of momentum shifts in that game. A lot of changes. Man, some massive turnovers created by the defense. Defensive scores on both sides. And then, unfortunately, it came down to, a missed kick and then a kick that was made. So, Jimmy G was under fire all night. 49ers got their two starting tackles back. They got McGlinchey back and they got Joe Staley back, but Jadeveon Clowney was a man on a mission last night. He couldn't be blocked. He was unstoppable. He couldn't be blocked. He was in the backfield all night long. He was harassing Jimmy Garoppolo, and I feel it really threw Garoppolo's timing off. It really unnerved him, unsettled him. He was rushing everything after that because Clowney was all over the place. He was pancaking Staley. He pancaked him a couple times last night, but, I mean, he had the swim moves. He had the spin moves. I mean, the power, the bull rush. He was doing it all. So I don't blame Garoppolo at all for being fidgety back there. I don't want this big man with the dreadlocks coming and falling on top of me and smacking my arms and sacking me all night. I wouldn't want that either. So people that want to blame it on Garoppolo, you need blocking, first of all, to be a successful quarterback. You need blocking. And last night, the 49ers could not block Jadeveon Clowney. So that's something that needs to be addressed. Definitely, I'm sure it will be on tape by Kyle Shanahan and the offensive line coach. But once he was rattled, Jimmy G looked very, very pedestrian at best. He had some passes that he had about 4 or 5 passes that should have been intercepted in the fourth quarter alone and overtime. So, I mean, 49ers really got to make sure that Jimmy G has that clean pocket, man, because he's not a scrambler. So he's not going to give you that Russell Wilson effect, that Deshaun Watson effect. I mean, you got a lot of other scrambling guys that can scramble. Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, guys like that. No, he's going to be back there. He needs that clean pocket, like Tom Brady. He needs that clean pocket, and then he can pick you apart. So they have to make sure they keep him clean back there in the pocket. Second of all, the wide receivers have to catch the ball. That's your job. That's why you called a receiver. You receive the ball with your hands. Receive the ball with your hands. So Kendrick Bourne, he's been pressed into a little more action. Jimmy G was without George Kittle. Emmanuel Sanders went down early. So his number 1 and number 2s are gone. He's playing pretty much with all backups at that point. So what the 49ers were still able to do with backups, had a chance to win the game, had McLaughlin made the kick in overtime, and then it'd be a different story. But they weren't unable to win last night, but the 49ers played a great game. Like I said, he had all backup wide receivers. Seahawks were daring Garoppolo to throw. They were stacking the line on the run. So, 49ers really couldn't run the ball like they wanted to. Seahawks played a good game, man. Ultimately came down to that Russell Wilson scrambling, like it always usually does. And I mean, they've been getting a lot of blowouts lately, but anytime there's a close game, Russell Wilson finds a way to make a play. So he got sacked when some people thought was a early call, saying that he was in the grass and he kind of broke out and scrambled for a few yards, but they called him down. I think it was 3rd and 16. He finds a guy for 28 yards. He scrambles to the right and finds a guy for a big play. So Russell Wilson, man, he's definitely right up there with Lamar Jackson. I think I would give it more to Russell Wilson right now, but Lamar Jackson is right on his heels for MVP. Two very dynamic, two great quarterbacks that can. Russell Wilson more so beat you with your arm, with his arm and his legs. Lamar Jackson, you know, the threat of the legs kind of opens up a lot more lanes for him to throw. So I wouldn't say he necessarily beats you with his arm, but nevertheless, two really good quarterbacks, two MVP candidates. There's definitely the only two guys I can see winning the MVP right now in the NFL. I can't see anyone else being up there. There were some talks of Christian McCaffrey, but the team isn't. I mean, they're not going to have a good enough record for him to warrant MVP selection this year. But what a great game. Looking forward to the next volume, the next chapter. They will play again this season and possibly one more time in the playoffs, because these are both going to be playoff teams. Fabulous game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Hope you didn't miss it. If you did miss it, go check out, NFL on YouTube. You can see the highlights, man. But that was a great game. I was in the hotel room. I was loud. I was screaming and stuff. I don't have a vested interest in either team. I support 49ers just because I'm from the Bay. But, they're not necessarily my squad. And, I just wanted to see... I wanted to see the Niners win, though, because, it's good for the Bay. Everybody's vibing. Got a good vibe in the Bay when the 49ers are winning, man, when the Raiders are winning. And Raiders just won on Thursday night. 49ers play on Monday night. I don't know when the last time that's happened. If ever. Raiders play Thursday night in the Bay, and then 49ers turn around and play in the Bay on Monday night. So that was pretty phenomenal. Great week for Bay Area football. Seattle Seahawks win that game. Monday Night Football last night, 24-21. It's your boy, Let Us Pray, man. Hope you had a great weekend. Long weekend for some. 3-day weekend for some. Not necessarily for me. I had training back in LA, so I had to travel yesterday, man. This training is this traveling is getting the best of me. I ain't gonna lie. My flight was pushed back twice yesterday, so brother's getting kind of annoyed, getting a little winded, but I'm not gonna complain. I thank God for the job, and I thank God for them wanting to invest in me to send me to training. So it's a blessing. But this is the last week of training. I got 3 more days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and your boy will be back in the Bay. So I appreciate it, man. Much love to you guys all, and take care. Have a blessed evening. Wednesday night, so it should be some basketball games on ESPN tonight. Have a great evening, and oh no, it's Tuesday. I'm tripping. I'm thinking today's Wednesday. It's Tuesday, so I don't think anything's on tonight. So I'll find a movie to watch or something. Probably crash early. So, man, you guys be blessed. Take care. Hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Leave me some comments, man. You guys take care and be blessed. Peace. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching these videos.